Globe TV. I am Brighter Woods. Let's begin with our top stories. Coming up in the 40 minutes belt, former Member of Parliament for Aston Central, Kennedy Ohene Japan, has passionately appealed for unity within the New Patriotic Party. And Gender Minister reiterated the ministry's dedication to promoting gender equality, child protection and social welfare. And Clocksa has rejected the government request to call off its ongoing strike over the appointment of Samuel Adumbotri. And coming up in the US, Donald Trump announces an unprecedented military leadership shakeup. Later in sports, the MTN FA Cup run of 16 sees a major upset and thrilling matches with Premier League giants House of Oak and Mediama SC eliminated. Details of these stories and many more coming up shortly. Do stay. That's a move. You're welcome back to the program. Remember, the bulletin is streaming all across the world on Facebook at Globetvgh. You can join us with your thoughts and comment. This morning we begin with politics. Former Member of Parliament for Aston Central, Kennedy Ohene Japan, has personally appealed for unity within the New Patriotic Party. Now speaking at the Kintampo College of Health and Wellbeing, Ken Japan urged members of the NPP's Tertiary Student Confederacy, that's TESCON, to rally behind the party and secure victory in the next general elections.
The former NP's comment comes as the NPP prepares for the 2028 general election. Kennedy Japan emphasized the crucial role the youth play in the party's success, stating that their support is essential for the NPP to regain power.
Have hope, have confidence. When you go back to your roots, tell other people, other colleagues, that the only party that can save this country is NPP. So we should have the joy should be there that we belong to a good political party that shows concern to the ordinary people in society.
Kennedy Japan also called on all party members to put aside blame and work together towards a common goal. His appeal for unity is seen as a strategic move to strengthen the party's chances of winning.
With unity, this is not the time for us to accuse anybody. Let's forge ahead, because the people are despair. They need hope, and we have to give them hope. And therefore, we should stop accusing people and let's analyze it carefully why we lost the election. There should be no intimidation. They should allow people to speak their mind, share their experience. And with that, you are going to be the full soldiers. You go around and campaign for NPP to come to power.
In a related development, Kennedy Japan expressed his concern about the current state of the country, citing his personal experience with power outages in the Kumasi metropolis of the Ashanti region. He reiterated his confidence in the NPP's ability to save Ghana from its economic woes.
Yesterday, in Kumasi, 8 times the lights went off. Let's be honest. Did we experience that in 8 years under Kufuor's regime? And in 2 months, just 2 months, it's not even 2 months old. And yesterday the lights went off 8 times. So let's have hope and confidence that we'll be able to do it again.
Ejapon concluded by assuring the students that
by stakeholders from the healthcare sector provided a platform for participants to share experiences, lessons learned, and best practices from the past decade of partnership. According to the Korea Foundation for International Healthcare's country director, the collaboration has yielded significant results, with Ghana recording a decline in maternal and child mortality rates over the past decade.
It's truly an honor to stand here today as we look back on the journey of the maternal, newborn, and child health project. This project is more than just a task. It reflects years of teamwork, dedication, and shared efforts to improve the health and well-being of mothers and child in Ghana. Since the project began, Kofi has worked closely with Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service, and regional partners in Volta and OT region. Together, we have faced challenges, celebrated progress, and seen lives improve through better healthcare. The success stories we will hear today are not just numbers.
This decade-long partnership between
these are a group of people we always forget, and we forget that they are part of our family. We forget that they count in every way in our economy, and we have to open ourselves, open our hearts, and stop stigmatization. It doesn't mean disability is not inability, and there is just a fine line between you being considered in common normal and becoming disabled. If you get a stroke right now, you are disabled.
The conference also provided an opportunity for stakeholders to discuss ways to sustain the gains made so far and address remaining challenges, including improving access to quality healthcare services and strengthening the healthcare system.
A significant milestone has been achieved in the fight against neglected tropical diseases in Ghana's Bono region. The Indigenous Women Empowerment Network, a non-governmental organization, has officially handed over a state-of-the-art rehabilitation center to the Dumesia Health Center in the Sunyani West District.
This initiative is a crucial step towards enhancing healthcare accessibility and improving the quality of life for individuals affected by neglected tropical diseases in the region. The new facility aims to relieve the difficulties faced by patients who previously had to travel to Sunyani and other areas for treatments. According to the project manager of the Indigenous Women Empowerment Network, Jessie Jackson Sarkodie, the establishment of the new facility will enhance healthcare accessibility for patients.
Rehabilitation center and yesi ewo Dumesia clinic na yehwese sa rehabilitation center na yenu anuma omo neglected tropical diseases no omo entu kwan ewa na so mu ntwa nkwansin bebre ansa na omo akọ hospital yenhwehwe mu ni ehunu se yenu anuma omo enya sa yarewa yi mo na se bebre na ewo eye Dumesia mantukwa fiapre ne de keka ho na ma ehunu se anisa no se ombe free hanom akọ na so mo akọ kwatenten ansa na omanya yarehwe ne yade a eha adwen sikasemu ene adaje mu no entinema ya babisi eye neglected tropical disease rehabilitation center wo Dumesia hanom a sisi a wono mo sa condition no indi kwa se omukọ Odumasi anase ni kwa se omukọ Sunyani kromu ansa na omo anya yarehwe entini sisi a yebie center yi wa hai ye hwese mpokura wo munra just
away from health, let's do some educational related story, because the campaign for female child education comfort is calling on the government to take immediate action to improve sexual and reproductive health education in rural Ghana. Comfort Executive Director Farouza Abdul Rashid Safian emphasizes the need for urgent action, citing the importance of empowering young girls, reducing teenage pregnancies, and promoting overall well-being.
According to the Campaign for Female Child Education Comfort, access to sexual and reproductive health education remains a significant challenge in many rural areas. To address this, the organization is advocating for increased budget allocation to support sexual and reproductive health education services, integration into the national curriculum to ensure comprehensive education, and accessible and affordable healthcare facilities in underserved areas.
Comfort Ghana, with support of our lead consultant Trend, has conducted a scoping study into sexual reproductive health in some selected regions and communities in Ghana. What is coming out from the study is that there's a lot of misinformation out there, and the fact that people are not even aware about the policies Ghana has on sexual reproductive health. We still have issues of cultural practices and norms that are against even discussing sexual reproductive health at home, and against school children being taught about sexual reproductive health. A lot of information that is being shared among peers that are not very accurate on where to even access sexual reproductive health information.
Comfort is also urging parents and NGOs to support the initiative and help eliminate the stigma surrounding reproductive health education. This call to action comes after the organization conducted studies in 5 regions and selected rural communities, highlighting the need for improved access to these essential services.
We have very beautiful policies in Ghana on SRH. What is missing is adequate resourcing to give out information to whoever needs it, and then also the implementation of whatever interventions that are being covered in the policies. So I would say that the government, development partners should all come together to ensure that we give SRH the needed attention to curb some of the social vices that we are experiencing in the country.
The government is urged to take crucial steps towards empowering young girls and promoting a healthier and more informed society by prioritizing sexual and reproductive health education.
To some social stories, Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Dr. Agnes Namomolati, has reiterated the ministry's dedication to promoting gender equality, child protection and social welfare. This commitment aligns with President Mohammed's vision of minimizing vulnerability across the country. She made this statement during a meeting with senior female journalists, where she said that she also announced plans to establish 16 shelters, 1 in each region, to provide support and safety for survivors of gender-based violence.
Issues around gender equality, so social protection, you know that the social protection bill is yet to become an act. All of the things that we want to do around or on social protection, there's the need to have the backing of the law, and so that it is grounded, and then it doesn't get treated as a privilege, but it gets treated as a matter of right. And so one of the key things this ministry will be championing is making sure that the social protection bill is passed into law, and then we start working around getting it. Social protection bill is passed into law, and then we make sure that it is activated. You know the challenge we have with the many laws we have. Most of them are there, but the implementation.
This is Wake Up News on Globetvgh. I am AWUSI. Coming up on the program, Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana, CLOGSAG, has rejected the government request to call off its ongoing strike over the appointment of Samuel Adumbochi. Details wrap shortly. Don't go anywhere. You're welcome back to the program. Remember, the bulletin is streaming on our Facebook handles at Globetvgh. You can join us with your thoughts and comment. Let's do some labor-agitated stories because the Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana, CLOGSTAF, has rejected the Ministry of Labour, Jobs and Employment request to call off its ongoing strike. The strike, officially declared on Thursday, February 20th, is a direct response to CLOGSTAF's opposition to Samuel Adumboche's continued tenure as the Registrar of the Birth and Death Registry. Addressing the press in Accra on Saturday, February 22nd, CLOGSTAF's Executive Secretary Isaac Bampuado stated that the ministry's request lacks merit and contravenes the association statutes, which prohibit politically exposed persons from holding key positions within the civil service institutions.
In the authority of the president in appointing persons into the civil service and local government service. Article 195 of the Constitution is very clear that persons to be appointed or in acting positions is by the president in accordance with the advice of the council in consultation with the Public Services Commission. What was read from the Births and Deaths Registration Act was picked from the Constitution, 195 of the Constitution. It was nothing new. But we would have loved if Felix Kwachi should have gone.
The Union of Drivers of Trailer and Cargo Trucks Association has publicly expressed strong dissatisfaction with the recent appointment of new Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority.
Union members are unhappy with the selection process, feeling that the new CEO lacks the necessary experience and expertise to effectively manage the authority's affairs. The union leadership, led by Chairman Wahab Biaba, expressing their concerns, has called for an urgent intervention to review the appointments.
And we were now yet in a pese Yensra Papa, Excellency John Dramani Mahama, 1 year car. Any Manifesto Committee, Professor Dasu. Said National Drivers Union before na year campaign, ye share Manifesto Committee asi. Nti ade here say ye campaign, ye deal with Manifesto Committee direct. Mboa bia here say ye campaign, ye yanka say ye sika na use ye campaign. Ebin sida drivers ya kokudro na omotimi lunchi omo campaign ama opposition party ene nyakopon da ormasu ya win power no nti sisi ya ye problems na ye wo ene e pese ye papa excellency Joma Manti enka nde no mfa ne nansi fom no service a problem no immediately efrise appointment me omu ye no sa appointment no say directive ni ho.
The union's dissatisfaction stems from their significant contribution to the ruling party's election campaign, where they invested their resources to support the party's victory. However, they feel betrayed by the appointment of a CEO who they claim is out of touch with their needs. The union is urging President Mahama to reconsider the appointment and find a more suitable candidate who understands the challenges facing the industry.
Enam say omutimi point to appoint obiaba especially haboha ene de eka ho no ene youth no munnim sa ankromfo no
alarm on what they describe as illegal seizure and sale of the allocated lands by former government officials and private individual Clement Jatu. The chiefs allege that some former government officials, in collusion with Clement Jatu, are fraudulently selling portions of the allocated land.
According to the chiefs, in 2020, former President Akufo-Addo directed then Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to return 40% of government-acquired land originally meant for daily farmers but left unused back to them. However, they claim that the agreed boundary demarcations were uttered without explanation, reducing their rightful share. The chiefs further allege that some former government officials, in collusion with Clement Jatu, are fraudulently selling selling portions of the allocated land. They accused Jato of working closely with police officers who have forcefully taken control of the land.
We have more local stories available on our website at Globetvgonline.com. Coming up with the international front. Details wrap shortly. Don't go anywhere. U.S. President Donald Trump on Friday fired the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Air Force General C.K. Brown, and pushed out 5 other admirals and generals, an unprecedented shakeup of the U.S. military leadership.
I have not seen any.
President Donald Trump fired Air Force General C.Q. Brown on Friday in an unprecedented shakeup of U.S. military leadership.
We addressed it our force.
Trump said in a post on Truth Social that he would nominate former Lieutenant General Dan Raisin Kane to succeed Brown. It's the first time someone has been pulled out of retirement to become the top military officer. Brown, the second black officer to become the president's top uniformed military advisor, was serving a 4-year term meant to end in September 2027.
Military leaders.
A U.S. official said Brown was relieved with immediate effect before the Senate confirms his successor. Democratic lawmakers have condemned Republican Trump's decision to remove the U.S. general. The Pentagon says the president will also replace the head of the U.S. Navy, Admiral Lisa Franchetti, as well as the Air Force Vice Chief of Staff. He is also removing the Judge Advocates General for the Army, Navy and Air Force. It's unclear whom the Trump administration will pick to fill those positions.
Your country first.
Trump's decision sets off a period of upheaval at the Pentagon, which was already bracing for mass firings of civilian staff. The uniformed members of the U.S. Armed Forces are meant to be apolitical, carrying out the policies of Democratic and Republican administrations.
Visit our website at Globetvgonline.com for more international stories. Coming up in sports, the MTN FA Cup round of 16 sees major upsets and thrilling matches with Premier League giants Hasselhoff and Mediama SC eliminated. Details coming up. Stay with us. In sport this morning, the round of 16 in the MTN FA Cup delivered stunning upset with Premier League giants Hasselhoff and Mediama SC eliminated. Hasselhoff elimination came after a dramatic penalty shootout against Golden Cake. The match ended goalless after relegation time, with Golden Cake held their nerve to win 4-3 in the shootouts.
Then we'll bring it back again to the man in the 30. That's Abdullah Zakaria. Finds his colleague Ahmed. It's back to Ahmed again. There's Abdullah Zakaria. Trusted forward a bit from the right hand side. We'll just look at it again. Set to say. Well, this was from Maliwayo into the box and nobody there to connect to the end of it. Explicit pass into the channel. But again, his colleagues arriving late. And there'll be a corner kick. 50 minutes played. Hamza Isa, who've not really had the best of the game today. Yes, AWUSI for Golden Cake. Lovely play looking for Ege, but has been pushed out by Kunedu Yadum. Here's Mauliwayo. It's 2-on-3. Boateng calling for it, but not the best of it. Folks scoring account against Kofi Saba. Rafael Pansa, and the first one is in. Now takes the lead. What a clever way to throw away the goalkeeper in the opposite direction. Not so smooth, isn't it? Let's see what becomes of it, and it's saved by Benjamin Asari, who is here to take it. But again, psychologically, it's not been the best offensive pressing. You can see he scores it. A lot of pressure on this chap, and he scores it! Golden kick! Into the MTN FA Cup round of 8. That's a full cup just.
That was a sad moment for the Accra Hearts of Oak and Mediama FC in the Ghana Premier League. To some foreign stories, Liverpool took a significant step towards securing the Premier League title with a convincing win at Manchester City, increasing their lead to 11 points. The Red caught City off guard with a clever corner.
30 goals for the season, 25 Premier League goals, and it's given Liverpool an electrifying start at the Etihad. The ball breaks for Lewis. And on to Marmoush, who's in behind here and scores. It's not going to count, the flag's up. That's a ball that's delivered forward. The run is from Dominic Szoboszlai. It's another classy Liverpool goal. The significance of the goal could be huge though for Liverpool. They have daylight now at the Etihad. Here's Ryan Gravenberch, first time we've seen him really striding forward. Also have been a little pedestrian at times in this game, maybe not now. Marmoush! Liverpool have just had a third goal chalked off. It's towards Van Dijk, and the shot on the turn. Here come Liverpool on the counter-attack. Manchester City are a little short-numbered, and Luis Diaz goes for goal.
That was a sad moment for my friend at home, Maxwell, aka Scholar, because he's a Manchester City fan and his team performance continued to dwindle. Real Madrid bounced back from a 3-game winless streak in La Liga with a convincing 2-0 victory over Girona on Saturday. This win